Hey folks, this is Smoking Barbecue Bob, and today I'm going to answer a question that's been popping up on my Facebook interactive barbecue group here, and that's how to get your Weber Smoky Mountain up to the higher temperatures. As we all know, the Weber Smoky Mountain, or referred to as the WSM, is a great long, low and slow, consistent cooker with temperatures, from your 200 up to your 280 range. But for those that want to do some higher temp cooking, say for chicken to crisp up that skin, get some things done faster, or do some fast and hot brisket cooking, you're going to start your fire out differently than you normally would with your normal low and slow. Your low and slow method, it would be your minion method or your snake method, and I have another video on the minion method here in the YouTube group. But at any rate, I'm gonna get this thing set up, and I'm gonna show you, how to get your fire going here with, for your higher temps. Okay, I'll be right back. So today, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set a small base of Kingsford Blue here on the bottom. And as you noticed, before I did that, there was some leftover lump Royal Oak that I had. And I'm just going to burn that up and not let that go to waste. So there was just a little bit there, but you can see there's just a small single layer base of your Kingsford Blue. And what I'm going to do is mix in a little bit of fresh Royal Oak lump on top of that as well. Okay, so I've just mixed in a single layer of the Royal Oak lump coal on top here. You can see what we got our Kingsford Blue here. And this, the Royal Oak, it's got a great taste to it, as well as it burns a little bit hotter. So I like to mix mine. You can do it all with the Royal Oak by itself, or you can do the Kingsford Blue by itself. I like to mix it, so that's my preference. You can choose to do what you would like. So I'm going to now take my charcoal starter, my chimney starter, and I'm going to get together a full chimney of the Royal Oak here. Is going to be my choice for today, and we'll be back here in a moment. So we're going to take a little assistance from my 14.5-inch Weber Smoky Mountain, and we're going to get this charcoal chimney fired up here with the Royal Oak in it. So I added a couple of hickory wood chunks here as we're waiting for the our chimney starter to get nice and hot, and we want to get a really nice hot start with our lump coal here. Today it's a nice gloomy day in Southern California. It's getting close to the middle of June, and it's only got to be about 60 degrees today, so this is just a good testament that it doesn't need to be hot outside in order to get a nice hot smoker with the Weber Smoky Mountain. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes once this chimney gets ready to roll. Alright, so as you can see, the lump coal is, you got a nice amber glow inside there, and it's adjusted itself down now that it's burned up to a certain degree here. So I'm going to say it's good and ready, and we're going to go ahead and put this on our base that we created here. So what I'm going to do is pour it right here in the center. Little snap, crackle, and pop. Trademark of the lump coal. I'd recommend wearing shoes. Sometimes these coals pop out of there and you don't want to step on those. So I'm going to leave this uncovered here just so I can get a little fire started right now. And then we're going to go ahead and put this body back on. And the body here, you can see the water tray pan down here. It has no water in it. The water is to regulate and keep your temperature at a lower side, as well as provide humidity into your smoker. So we don't really need the humidity for doing hot and fast. in higher temperatures, so we're going to leave it empty right now. Alright, so we got our body back on, the lid's back on. We've got fire down in here. I don't know if you can really see anything through the smoke here. We've got our trusty i2 grill. It's reading, well, I just opened the door, so it's now at 361 right now. And it's climbing back up here. So we got the stabilized here at about 365, no, 360, at 365 right now. So if we wanted to dial this back, I just had this up to over 375. So if we wanted to dial this back, all the dampers are currently open. We're just going to, dial back this one a little ways and see what and keep an eye out on our temperature monitor over here. And once I get to 350 or 325 or whatever my desired temperature is, that's where I'm going to be. We're rolling a nice clear blue smoke. We've got our lid temperature here, which most of these temperature gauges are off by about 25 degrees. So it's showing 300 here. So we're probably running about 325 up top. Our temperature gauge is coming in through here, which is at the top grate level, just underneath it, and in between the second grate level. And that is running at our temperature gauge setting, which is at 365 right now. So that's how you guys get a high temperature fire in your barbecue and your WSM, and how you build and how you start out in building your fire to get those higher temperatures. So you want that minion method, go check out my other video on how to do that for your 8 to 12 hour low and slow cooks. This here will run you 3 to 6 hours depending on how much charcoal you had. This was probably going to run me about 5 hours with what you saw me do here today. This is more than enough time to do your chickens, your turkeys, anything that you want to do at a higher temperature, or your hot and fast briskets. So at any rate, come check us out over at facebook.com/groups/smoking BBQ recipes, and give us a like and a comment here on our YouTube page, and hope to see you over in our group. Have a good one.